No, first of all, here's what happened.
Tom Coughlin, who was fired last season, he had personnel control starting in 2017. So Tom wanted this smash mouth power run team. It was his decision to draft Leonard Fournette. As you saw, Dave Caldwell, the general manager, tried to trade Fournette. Nobody wanted him. So you could expect Fournette will be gone after this season. They also spent they spent a lot of money in their defense. Got them obviously 3 years ago. They shocked the world. It looked like they were very close to getting the Super Bowl. That's behind them now. They're flipping the roster. They're getting much younger. They're redistributing their cap dollars, and you're starting to get a picture of what they want to be. They want to have versatility to their offense. The Chenault pick is interesting because they love Chark. The one thing they tell me that they don't have at receiver, opposite Chark, is raw speed. They'd like to have that, but Chenault is a movable guy, and hopefully Jay Gruden will figure that out. But getting back to running back, the guy that you want to get your hands on for dynasty leagues is Raquel Armstead. They love this kid. Had they been willing to bench Fournette last season, they would have put Armstead in and let him finish the season, but circumstances prevented that. Armstead is a guy who's pretty gifted. Turn the tape on to that Colts game. I think this is what they told me. It was either the first or second Colts game. You guys might remember better. But they said that's the blueprint of what that kid could be. That's when he scored 2 touchdowns, I think. He's got the ability to catch the ball. He's tough. He's faster than you think. So that's it. Oh, one thing on Josh Oliver. Josh Oliver worked his ass off to try to get back last season, but his hamstring was torn. They have very high hope for him for the future as a detached tight end.
Joe Dolan, let's bounce around and go to you here on DJ Chark. I'm looking right now at bestball10s.com. That's where you want to play best ball this year, by the way. And Chark is wide receiver 25 off the board, ADP of 62. I had him a little bit higher than you guys, I guess, were comfortable with. So, we work as a group a little bit with the projections, but I mean, in a very impressive year 2 breakout here, dude averaged 13.8 yards a catch with some volume with 118 targets, 62% catch rate, not too shabby, working with a rookie quarterback. I mean, what am I missing with DJ Chark, Joe? I think there's see no reason to believe that the arrow is still, pointing upward on Chark.
Well, here's the thing with Chark. Number one, you look at the wide receivers who are going around him. Thielen, Kupp, A.J. Brown, Calvin Ridley, Metcalf. And you look at the fact that those guys might be in a more stable situation. And I think ultimately it boils down to one major question. And I'm not really sure how to answer it. And I'll pose it to both Greg and to Adam. How should we feel about Gardner Minshew? And I mean, look, he was a 6th-round pick. He obviously had an impressive rookie season for a 6th-round pick. And if he was a 1st-round pick and he played the way he played, we'd all be like, yeah, all right. He's the guy. But he was a 6th-round pick, I would think, for a reason. I think they're making the right call. They're going with him. They're going to give him the shot. But do we have full confidence that Gardner Minshew is a decent to good NFL starter? And I think that's what the fantasy markets are looking at when it comes to DJ Chark. And Adam, I'll start with you. What's the feeling in the building on Minshew?
Yeah, this is his season. In fact,
I'm told that had they brought Foles back, Minshew would be the starter regardless. It wouldn't be in a competition. They want him to be the guy of the future. This is the season to do it. They're just gonna grade him and evaluate him as such. Because they made the offensive coordinator change, now you have another coach who comes in, and Jay Gruden, who's worked with a lot of quarterbacks, certainly did a good job with Andy Dalton in his early development. But he's inheriting this guy, so they have to develop a relationship and timing. The one thing that the Jaguars told me, which they loved about Minshew, he obviously had the bad game in London, but when he came back and got the job back, he got humbled, with all the Minshew mania that was behind him. And the Colts game, they literally gave him, one person told me, not only the whole playbook, they gave him as much volume as you would give a 3rd-year quarterback, and he handled it. He went off. That was an incredible game he had. I think it was week 17 against the Colts. So, Joe, to answer your question, this is his season to prove that he can be the guy. If he's not, I'm not saying Jake Luton, who is an intriguing player, would be the starter next year, but they're probably going to look towards someone else. So this is his season to do it.